be encouraged to pay for electricity when we are not enjoying constant power supply? Even if we try to pay God, it's always very difficult. But we all have a part to play in this matter to make it better. Pay for your current and outstanding bills. That will enable IBEDC to pay for the electricity board. It will also enable them to invest in necessary infrastructure required to make power supply better. That is the way it is now. We have lots of ways in which you can pay your electricity bill. Still, you can visit the nearest IBEDC office and agent.
Maybe we should pay the money with you for now then.
Now.
Yes, now. You pay now.
Use the money. Can I pay tomorrow?
Make sure you pay tomorrow.
IBEDC.
Ọpẹ́ o, ṣe fẹ́ lo aṣọ àṣọpọ̀ mi fẹ́ lò gẹ̀ẹ́gùn. Èmi náà ṣe fún bẹ́ẹ̀ bẹ́ẹ̀ láàárọ̀.
Ẹ má ti lọ, ẹ̀yin náà lọ ilé fẹ́ lórí iṣan. Ẹ̀gbọ́n yín fẹ́ ṣiṣẹ́ lórí system. Ẹ̀dẹ̀ jẹ́wọ́ ní oṣù mẹ́ta. Ẹ wá ń complain pé náà dà. Ẹ sọ̀rọ̀.
Láti ilé iṣẹ́ wa IBEDC náà ti rán wá sí yín. Wọ́n ní ká máa bá gbogbo ẹ̀yin oníbàárà wa sọ̀rọ̀ lójúlé wípé ẹ jẹ́ ká san owó iná tá a jẹ. A mọ̀ wípé iná tá à ń fún yín kò pọ̀ tó bó ṣe yẹ kó rí. Àmọ́ tẹ́ ẹ bá sanwó tẹ́ ẹ jẹ láfún wa láǹfààní àti orí ọ̀fẹ́ láti lè ra iná bí káà náà ti ń ra náà ká tún tún àwọn irinṣẹ́ wa ṣe.
Kì í ṣe fọ́tò àbáṣán. Ṣé ìtàpá lọ sọ́fíìsì wọn tá a máa pẹ́ ń bẹ̀?
Ẹ má yọra yín lẹ́nu. Kò sí pé lọ́n tò sí ilé iṣẹ́ wa mọ́ láti sanwó. Ṣé ẹ fẹ́ gbọ́? Ẹ lè sanwó lórí wẹ́bsáìtì IBEDC wẹ́bsáìtì ẹ sanwó ń bẹ̀. Even lórí USSD yín ẹ sanwó ń bẹ̀.
Ṣé kí n lọ mú bíìlì wa kẹ̀dẹ̀ sán sí?
Ní kíákíá ni ẹ̀rọ wa kódà orí ẹ̀rọ ìbánisọ̀rọ̀ mi ni mo ti máa sanwó.
Mo fẹ́ kẹ́yìn náà jẹ́ àmbásẹ́dọ̀ ilé iṣẹ́ wa. Ẹ máa sọ fún gbogbo àwọn èèyàn káàkiri ìyẹn olóbìnrin lé. Mo ń pẹ́nu ti yín mú. Bọ̀dọ̀ òyìnbó ọ̀nkú Chukwudi tell others wípé kan sanwó náà. Ẹ ṣé.
At IBEDC, customers can access meters through two approved pathways: the paid standard meter asset provider MAP scheme, which runs continuously on msms.ibedc.com. Under the MAP scheme, customers can conveniently purchase meters through any of the approved meter asset provider vendors listed on the website. All payments must follow approved IBEDC and meter asset provider processing. The second is through federal government intervention programs, such as MAP and DISREP. Federal government intervention programs include DISREP and the National Mass Metering Program, Phase 2. These programs support metering for eligible existing customers under service plans A and B. Intervention meters are deployed to eligible customers in structured phases based on approved criteria like service bands and operational readiness. Customers are strongly advised not to make cash payments to any installer. You can report any case of extortion via any of the listed channels.
ìpínlẹ̀ Ọ̀yọ́ nílé akéde lórí ìtàtìbàṣọ Olùbàdàn ètò yìí náà rèé tó IBEDC light up Imole dé iléeṣẹ́ IBEDC àwọn náà lọ́sọ onígbọ̀wọ́ ètò yìí láti lè sún máwọn oníbàárà wọn níbi gbogbo tẹ́ ẹ ti ń jẹ̀gbádùn náà ẹ̀lẹ́tíríkì kí ni tẹ́ ẹ fẹ́ bu iléeṣẹ́ IBEDC gbọ́ kí ni tó ń ṣẹlẹ̀ lórí náà ẹ̀lẹ́tíríkì yín kí ni tẹ́ ẹ fẹ́ kí wọ́n mọ̀ lórí ètò IBEDC light up Imole dé ni ẹ fẹ́ gba mítà ni ẹ fẹ́ san owó náà yín láì sí wàhálà kankan àbáwọn kankan kùdìẹ̀kudìẹ̀ kan tẹ̀ ń ṣẹlẹ̀ àbáwọn alọ́kọ́lọ́wọ́ kígbe kan wọ́n tẹ̀ ń lọ ládùúgbò láti dọ́gbọ́n sí di transformer yín orí ètò yìí nítorí pé ètò oníbàárà náà rèé tí iléeṣẹ́ IBEDC tí wọ́n ṣàgbékalẹ̀ tí wọ́n ṣàlàkalẹ̀ ẹ máa bá wa ká lọ. Alẹ́lẹ́ Abọ́dúnrìn lórúkọ mi lórúkọ gbàgbọ́n tá àjọ mẹ́tò tèmi wá iléeṣẹ́ IBEDC wọn kì í tẹ̀sí ní gbogbo ọjọ́ mẹ́jọ láti máa fa àwọn òṣìṣẹ́ wọn ránṣẹ́ sí wa tó jẹ́ pé tá a bá ti ń tàkò tó ìbéèrè àwọn náà ó sì mọ̀ dá wa ló iléeṣẹ́ IBEDC ẹ ṣé gan ni ẹnì kejì mi fún tààrọ̀ yìí bó o ní Ìdòwú ṣó wà dáadáa.
I'm fine. Good morning. A very good morning to everyone watching at this time. This is IBEDC Light Up Imole Day here on BCOS television. I am Ido Shekodi, of course. The program IBEDC Light Up Imole Day is basically a program sponsored by the Ibedc Electricity Distribution Company to interface with its customers, whether you're talking about metering or you have concerns about billing, tariff plans, and all that. This is the program where you get answers to your questions and, of course, get to understand the workings of the company. IBEDC is a company that is customer-centric, and as a result, there are so many platforms through which you can interface with them, and this is one of them. So once again, I say, welcome.
Ó ní ibi tá à ń lò jìnnà ibi tá à ń yà náà ní nǹkan tá a máa gbé yẹ̀wò lẹ́nu náà ni pé dídá owó náà dúró ọ̀rọ̀ owó ṣé mọ̀ pé okòwò tí ẹ̀dá bá gbé kalẹ̀ tó jẹ́ káràkátà àbí tí ìbá wù tí ìbá jẹ́ tá a bá jọ ń ṣe àṣepọ̀ lórí okòwò tàbí lórí nǹkan kan lórí owó náà ni ibi tí okòwò tó wá jẹ́ pé kò owó ojú owó tàbí èrè gbọ̀n wá jẹ jáde irú okòwò bẹ́ẹ̀ máa ń jẹ lodò lọ́mọ mi ni èyí ló fà á tá a fẹ́ fi gbé yẹ̀wò wípé àwọn ọ̀nà tí àwọn oníbàárà tó jẹ́ wípé wọ́n fi máa ń dá owó náà gúnlẹ̀ tí wọ́n ò ní san kí ni tó fà á kí ni tó ṣẹlẹ̀ àti pé láti lè máa lẹ̀dí àpò pọ̀ máwọn kan yálà ládùúgbò tàbí níléeṣẹ́ IBEDC ṣe mọ̀ wípé ó ṣeé ṣe kíkàndá máa wà nínú ìrẹsì bẹ́ẹ̀ ni tí wọ́n sanwó ná sí òṣùwọ̀n tí kì í ṣe ti iléeṣẹ́ IBEDC àwọn nǹkan tá a máa gbéyàwó lélẹ̀ kí ni tó fà á àwọn òṣùwọ̀n wo ta ló ṣàgbékalẹ̀ ta ló làwọn òṣùwọ̀n yìí kí ni tó fà á tó oníbàárà ṣe lè máa dá owó ná dúró láìsan àwọn tágbéyẹ̀wò náà rí Ìdòwú.
Okay, last week, of course, we were talking about metering, and not just metering, we also talked about the upgrading and downgrading of feeders, depending on how payment, because we did say that there are plans, there are conditions you need to meet for you to have an upgrade from your current band to a higher band. But today, the trajectory is a bit different. We'll be talking about defaults when it comes to payment. So many customers use electricity, but fail to pay for the power they actually consume. Why is that the situation? And what can be done to prevent this? And what exactly are the advantages of actually paying for what you use, and disadvantages and the punishments that actually accrue whenever you default? This is what we'll be talking about today.
Àlejò wa fún tààrọ̀ tèmi náà ni Ọ̀gbẹ́ni Ìfẹ́olúwa Ọ̀nàlẹ́yẹ tí wọ́n jẹ́ Regional Communication Officer fún iléeṣẹ́ IBEDC ní ìpínlẹ̀ Ọ̀yọ́. Ọ̀gbẹ́ni Ìfẹ́olúwa.
Ẹ káàárọ̀ atọ́kùn.
Gbogbo ilé ń kọ́ ọdí odò bí.
Ẹ káàárọ̀. Ẹ káàárọ̀ ẹ̀yin oníbàárà.
Wọ́n ti dá yín lò. Etí àgbéyẹ̀wò kí ni tá a bá sọ wípé wọ́n dá owó ná gúnlẹ̀ wọ́n dá dúró kí ló túmọ̀ sí? Oníbàárà ò tiẹ̀ ṣe tán wípé ó dá owó ná kò tiẹ̀ sí tó jọ kí ni tó túmọ̀ sí?
Ẹ ṣe mọ̀ pé ó ní àwọn àdúgbò kan tá à ń pín náà sínsìn wọ́n bá sọ pé wọ́n sanwó mọ́ torí pé wọ́n rí náà torí pé bóyá wọ́n ti ń rí náà tẹ́lẹ̀ iná yẹn wá dá dúró wọ́n rí náà yẹn mọ́. So ó ní àwọn nǹkan tó máa ń ṣẹlẹ̀ ń bẹ̀ pé torí àwọn nǹkan lọ́dọ̀ wa àti lọ́dọ̀ tiwọn ló ti wá. Àwọn kan bíi energy theft tá a bá rí pé bẹ́ẹ̀ ni tá a bá rí pé à ń tanná sí àdúgbò yẹn à ń tanná yà owó yẹn ò dẹ̀ wọlé.
tó yẹ kó owó náà tún wọlé yóò
bẹ́ẹ̀ ni
wọ́n wá dàgúlẹ̀.
a dẹ̀ rí pé ó ní èrè tó yẹ ká máa jẹ lórí kínní pé IBEDC ò kí ń ṣe generating company bóyá àwọn kan ò mọ̀.
kì í ṣe bẹ́ẹ̀ yìí lè ń ṣe náà yẹn gangan.
àwọn kan wọ́n ń sọ up nepa IBEDC ló ń ṣiṣẹ́ ń sìn.
kò sí up nepa mọ́.
kò sí up nepa mọ́.
àti ìgbà wa náà gbogbo wa náà ní up nepa.
wọ́n rò pé iná free ni kì í ṣe ọ̀fẹ́.
kò sọ̀fẹ́ ni.
kì í ṣe ọ̀fẹ́.
All right, so our guest on the show this morning is Mr. Ifeoluwa Onaleye. is Regional Communication Officer, IBEDC, or your region. Good morning and thank you for coming on the show.
Sir.
All right, so we're talking cash suppression.
Yes.
What exactly are the causes of cash suppression?
Well, we have different reasons why cash is being suppressed from the company. But the main reasons we're seeing is energy theft from our customers. We keep having engagements like we are now, like we're doing now. We keep talking about energy theft. We keep talking about meter bypasses. And maybe they think the light is supposed to be free. Because when we give an area supply, we expect a return on payment on the supply used. But people don't want to pay for that supply anymore. Maybe they think the electricity is free and it is still under NEPA, because we say up NEPA a lot these days, but it's IBEDC that is operating. So when we see that we are not receiving the revenue and we are not receiving the profit we are supposed to, yeah, it takes a toll on our revenue. So we just decide to bring the supply down a bit and just try to, maybe have engagement with them and let them know this is why these things are happening. And from there, we try to negotiate with them and bring them back on.
ẹ ṣeun pẹ̀lú ìlànà ẹ má máa mówó káàkiri tàbí ẹ má sanwó fẹ́yàn kankan tí iléeṣẹ́ IBEDC gùn lé kí wá ló tún fà á tó jẹ́ wípé tí àwọn òṣìṣẹ́ yín kan tó máa ń há bíìlì táwọn oníbàárà sọ wípé ẹ gbà ó ẹ bá wa san fún iléeṣẹ́ IBEDC kí ló fà á tó sì tún ṣe rí bẹ́ẹ̀ pẹ̀lú gbogbo bẹ́ẹ̀ ṣe ìdánilẹ́kọ̀ọ́ pé ẹ má kówó fún yàn ẹ má ṣe o.
a ti ń sọ bẹ́ẹ̀ ṣe sọ náà ni ẹ má fún IBEDC staff kankan lówó ẹ má fún wọn ní cash ṣe mọ̀ pé wọ́n ní nǹkan tá ń pè paper trail ó ní at least tẹ́ bá tiẹ̀ ṣe transfer ó ní trail tẹ́ máa rí pé ìwé ẹ̀rí receipt tẹ́ máa rí bẹ́ẹ̀ pé ẹ sanwó fẹ́ nìyí àdèlémú ẹnìyẹn pé ẹ ti sanwó, but wọ́n ti fẹ́ máa lo ọgbọ́n pé wọ́n gba cash pé at least ẹ lè sọ pé mo fún yín lówó, ibo ni evidence ẹ wà, ibo lẹ̀rí ẹ wà pé mo fún yín lówó.
ṣùgbọ́n àwọn tí wọ́n máa ń há bíìlì àwọn náà sún máwọn oníbàárà jù.
Bẹ́ẹ̀ni.
ó ṣeé ṣe kó jẹ́ pé wọ́n kàn dé wọ́n rí pé wọ́n ti jẹ́wọ́ wọ́n gbé ládàá àdìpé afẹ́ jáná ó dẹ̀ gbà ẹlòmíì tẹ̀ tí máa wò pé wọ́n má wulẹ̀ dààmú lẹ́lẹ́ṣẹ́ IBEDC ẹ gbà ẹ bá mi kó fún wọn.
a ti ń sọ a kì í ṣe bẹ́ẹ̀ ẹ má fún anybody ní cash bóyá àbúrò ni o bóyá neighbor ẹ má fún ní cash ẹ ṣe transfer àbí àtọ̀ yín sọ́nà pé báyìí lè yẹ ká ẹ ṣe.
àwọn òṣùwọ̀n owó ló wà tó jẹ́ pé wọ́n lè sanwó sí àti pé àwọn kan wà tó jẹ́ pé wọn ò nílò àwọn fóònù báyìí tó ṣeé ṣe fún wọn láti sanwó.
ó ní àwọn iRecharge àyìn tẹ́ ń lo tọ̀nà sọ́wọ́ ẹ lè lo iRecharge ẹ̀yin tẹ́ ń lo smartphone kẹ́ ẹ lo bank app yín ẹ lọ sórí bank app yín ẹ máa rí utilities bẹ́ẹ̀ ẹ máa rí IBEDC ẹ máa fi mítà nọ́mbà yín síbẹ̀ kẹ́ ẹ dẹ̀ san iye tẹ́ fẹ́ san síbẹ̀ ẹ̀yin tẹ́ fẹ́ ra mítà ẹ má fún staff wa lówó ẹ má fún òṣìṣẹ́ kankan ní IBEDC ẹ má fún wọn lówó kẹ́ẹ̀kọ́ wá sí nearest office IBEDC wọ́n á tọ́ yín sọ́nà àbí kí staff gan kan tọ́ yín sọ́nà ẹ má fún wọn ní tówó yẹn bá ti sọnù sí wọ́n máa wá sí iléeṣẹ́ IBEDC pé mo fún yàn lówó kò dẹ̀ rí bẹ́ẹ̀.
àwa di wàhálà.
bẹ́ẹ̀ ni àwa di wàhálà.
ilé òṣìṣẹ́ yín náà mo fún.
a ti gba owó kan lọ́wọ́ àwọn òṣìṣẹ́ wa kan rí pé a dẹ̀ ti sọ fún wọn náà pé kó má gba owó kankan lọ́wọ́ staff a tún sọ fún yín sìn ẹ má fún staff kankan ní owó kankan.
All right, still talking cash suppression. So many people lay allegations. They tell us that, okay, your staff come to them and they say you have to pay this and you have to pay that. And they pay to the staff thinking, okay, this is the IBEDC personnel. So as a result, I shouldn't have problems. So, but then you're saying they shouldn't do that. And there are those who have come out to say that, is this not a problem of metering? So if everyone has a meter and basically has to go buy power, that's power credit, and then just go down to the meter, would this be happening?
Well, IBEDC has a very strong cashless policy. We've been saying this from the inception of the company. We don't collect cash. We are not supposed to pay our staff any cash at all, because there can be a form of exploitation there. when you are giving a staff cash over and over again, you might think about it one day and just pocket the money and not just give it to the company, just keep it in his pocket. When the money reaches his hand, he just say, I'm not giving it to the company. And this is also a form of cash suppression for the company. So what we try to do is we are doing engagements like this. We'll tell you, don't give our staff cash. Don't give them cash. What you are supposed to do is make a transfer or make an online payment to the company's account. You see, when you are trying to get meters, like you said, because some people, they want to close that metering gap, you are supposed to go to msms.ibedc.com. When you see what you are supposed to do there, the payments for everything is there. The meter prices, they are there. So what you are supposed to do is just pay on the platform. What the staff is supposed to do is supposed to show you how to go about it. If you want to buy your light, you are supposed to go to maybe through iRecharge or using your bank apps. You just log into your bank. You go to the utility section of your bank. You see IBEDC. You pick the IBEDC. You put your meter number there. You put the amount of light you want to buy there, the amount of units you want to buy, and you buy it, and they generate a token for you, or the receipt is there. You don't give cash to staff for that, they just show you how to do it. That is all.
Okay, Mr. Nalaye, I'm glad you mentioned metering.
Yes.
I mean, applying for meter. Some people will tell you that the reason they go through these people you're saying don't pay to is because when they go through them, sometimes they get the meters earlier than if they had gone through IBEDC. How do you respond to that?
I don't think that is true. Maybe they are giving them the impression that is true. You know, they try to con you in a way that if you do this, you get it faster. Meanwhile, it's just going to be the same time. Within 7 working days of paying for your meter, you're supposed to see your meter. If someone is telling you to pay for a faster service, it's just a facade. It's just lying to you. You are supposed to get your meters in the next 7 working days. If you don't see your meters in the next 7 working days, you can go to your nearest IBEDC office for it. Yes.
Kí ni iléeṣẹ́ IBEDC ń ṣe láti lè rí dájú pé àwọn oníbàárà ò máa sanwó sí àsùnwọ̀n tí kì í ṣe ti iléeṣẹ́ IBEDC? Kí ni àwọn ìtanijí, kí ni wọ́n ń ṣe?
Nǹkan tá à ń ṣe náà nìyẹn ń sìn. A ti ń sọ fún wọn pé ẹ má sanwó. Nǹkan tá à ń sọ ni pé staff tó bá béèrè owó lọ́wọ́ yín, bóyá ó fẹ́ install meter, bóyá ó fẹ́ fi meter sílé yín, bóyá ó wá sọ pé ẹ gbọ́dọ̀ sanwó pé ká fi
wọ́n tẹ̀ sí gbowó lọ́wọ́ èèyàn kan tó yẹ pé ọ̀tọ̀ làkáǹtì tí wọ́n san sí.
Bẹ́ẹ̀ni, ṣé nǹkan tí wọ́n ID card ó ṣe nǹkan pàtàkì fún wọn pé kẹ́ máa wo kínní pé IBEDC staff wọ́n ní lọ without, especially technical staff tá a ti mọ̀, wọ́n ní lọ anywhere without ID card. So a ti ń sọ fún yín sìn, ẹ jọ̀ọ́ ẹ má fún wọn lówó à ń sọ àwọn kan wọ́n yìí fún wọn lówó àti ní case kan sìn pé ẹnìkan àṣẹgbàwó yẹn lọ́wọ́ staff.
Ǹjẹ́ jíyà kankan ti wà fún?
Bẹ́ẹ̀ ni wọ́n á face disciplinary committee. So wọ́n mọ̀, àwọn staff wọ́n ti mọ̀ pé kò yẹ kán gbawó, kò yẹ kán gba cash. But àyìn là ń sọ fún sìn pé ẹ jọ̀ọ́ ká sanwó pọ̀, kẹ́ má fún cash, kẹ́ má fún.
Ṣọ́ lè gbá sí iléeṣẹ́ yín pé ó dáa fẹ́ sanwó, wọ́n dẹ̀ gbà lọ́wọ́ wọn.
Nǹkan tó dájú ni ẹ̀ ń gan sìn. Tẹ́ bá fẹ́ fún òṣìṣẹ́ wa kankan lówó, ẹ kọ̀ lọ sí nearest IBEDC office, kẹ́ ẹ fún wọn ní, kẹ́ ẹ lọ síbẹ̀, customer service wọ́n á tọ́ yín sọ́nà, wọ́n tiẹ̀ ní gba cash yẹn lọ́wọ́ yín, wọ́n bóyá online wọ́n á fi hàn yín pé nǹkan tó yẹ kẹ́ ẹ ṣe lélẹ̀. So kò sí cash fún IBEDC, cashless policy la fi operate. Bẹ́ẹ̀ni.
Okay, so besides sensitizing people and making them understand the fact that they shouldn't pay to IBEDC operatives, now what other things is IBEDC doing, or IBEDC doing, basically to ensure the fact that this stops cash suppression?
Yes, we're trying to close the gap between the amount of losses that we have, especially when it comes to the cashless policy. So we are trying to tell our dear customers, please, do not give our cash staff. We say this in community engagements. We say this on invites when we are invited to radio shows and TV programs. We say this a lot. We have flyers on it. We have billboards on it. We have posters on it. Please don't give our staff. Don't give them cash, no matter how much they ask it from you.
Are there punishments for
yes,
IBEDC
there is.
staff members?
There are. You
who engage in this?
face a disciplinary committee, and you stand to get fired for that kind of behavior, because it's very common, and we are trying to put a curb to it, and we tell you, don't do this, don't do this, don't do this. Just help us to help our customers as well.
Tí a bá wo àwọn agbègbè kan lọ́wọ́ tá a wà á rí i pé ọ̀pọ̀lọpọ̀ wọn ò ní ná.
Bẹ́ẹ̀ni.
Àwọn ẹlòmíràn ní orí tọ́sẹ̀ méjì ó tó kí ni ipa tó ní lórí ètò ọrọ̀ ajé iléeṣẹ́ IBEDC.
Àwọn kan tí ò ní náà sí ẹjọ́ tẹ́ bá mọ̀ pé ẹ̀ tí ì níná bóyá nígbà tí ọdún ti bẹ̀rẹ̀ ẹ lọ sọ́fíìsì IBEDC.
Tó bá súnmọ́ wọn àbí?
IBEDC office tó bá súnmọ́ yẹn ẹ kọ̀ lọ síbẹ̀ kẹ́ ẹ lọ bá customer care ká lọ bá wọn sọ̀rọ̀.
Ṣé wọ́n sì dá wọn lóhùn?
Bẹ́ẹ̀ni a máa dá yín lóhùn. Torí ó ṣe nǹkan pàtàkì fún IBEDC ni pé ibi tá à ń tọ́ná sí tí náà wá sí ń bẹ̀ ẹjọ́ bẹ́ẹ̀ni kò sóhun bẹ́ẹ̀, so ẹ kọ̀ pé wá bóyá kẹ́ ẹ pé nọ́mbà 070-0123-9999 sórí customer care wa kẹ́ ẹ sọ fún wa nǹkan tó ń ṣẹlẹ̀ ń bẹ̀.
Okay. There are areas where electricity is not being supplied in your service areas, and sometimes you find that some people will come around, basically collect money from people around, and they tell them, okay, you just have to pay, let's say, 1,000 naira per month. Okay, so, and sometimes in those areas, there is no supply at all. How does this affect IBEDC?
Yeah, it affects us a lot, because at the end of the day, we are looking at improving our customer service. We are trying to get our customers satisfied while also trying to make revenue. So we are trying to tell you that you can come to our offices. Let's talk about it. Let's discuss how we can close that gap between the electricity supply and the way you don't have it. Let's just talk about it together.
Kó tó di pa máa lọ, bó o ní iléeṣẹ́ IBEDC tó fi jẹ́ wípé ẹ̀mọ̀ páwọn bá bí nìsín ẹ̀ ń fún wọn ní mítà ọ̀fẹ́.
Bẹ́ẹ̀ni.
Tí àwọn kan ò ní mọ́ lọ káàkiri láti máa gbowó lọ́wọ́ àwọn oníbàárà.
Bẹ́ẹ̀ni.
Ọ̀nà owó ní iléeṣẹ́ IBEDC.
Mo ti gbọ́n sí pé ó tiẹ̀ ní àwọn kan tó ń sọ pé ẹ̀sán òun sìn pé mítà yẹn á dé ní 5 days bẹ́ẹ̀ ni pé ṣẹ̀mọ̀ àwa là ń pè yín sìn MEF MAF àti DSREP ó jẹ́ àsowọ́pọ̀ pẹ̀lú ìjọba pé IBEDC àti ìjọba ló ń pín mítà sìn band A àti band B customers ẹ kò dúró a ní database IBEDC ẹ sanwó kankan.
Ọjà owó pé wọ́n wá install pé a fẹ́ bá yín gbé mítà sí nǹkan.
Kò sówó kankan bẹ́ẹ̀ ọ̀fẹ́ ni process start to finish ọ̀fẹ́ ni kò sówó kankan tẹ́ máa san ẹ jọ.
Okay, before we go away, perhaps you'd like to go over the different plans for acquiring meter, especially for band A and band B customers. That's the MAF and DSREP.
Yes, so MAF and DSREP are free meters initiative from the government and IBEDC right now. So what we are trying to do is there is no payment from start to finish. We'll call you, we'll bring the meters, we'll install it. There is no money to be paid. If anybody tells you that we are going to bring the meters faster because you paid, it's a lie. Don't collect. Don't believe them. Don't pay anything, please. Thank you.
Ẹ ṣeun àkókò wa ti lọ ẹ jẹ́ kí n máa fi àkókò ìdúpẹ́ lọ́wọ́ ọ̀gbẹ́ni Ifeolúwa Ọ̀nàlẹ́yẹ tí wọ́n jẹ́ regional communication officer fún iléeṣẹ́ IBEDC. Àdúpẹ́ o. Ẹ̀yin olólùfẹ́ wálé ẹ̀yin oníbàárà iléeṣẹ́ IBEDC ẹ jẹ́ ká rí dájú pé à ń sanwó náà wà déédéé ká sì yàgò fún wà àbùkù tó lè dojú tì ní. Hallelujah Bọ́dúnrìn lórúkọ mi. Adúpẹ́ lọ́wọ́ iléeṣẹ́ IBEDC tí wọ́n ṣe onígbọ̀wọ́ ètò yìí.
All right, thank you very much for joining us on the program IBEDC Lights Up Imole Day. Today, I really do Shekoni. Make sure you pay for the power that you use and stay away from activities that might land you in trouble. See you next time. Bye.
This Easter, get ready for double the excitement, double the fun, and double the enjoyment with Star Times Double Double